Hello, everybody, and welcome back to match number 3 of tonight's Legacy Fight Night. We're going to see some fun times ahead. We actually get one of our lovely mods playing Chaotic Bear. Astrid was also playing, but Bear has a little webcam of himself, so we actually get to see Bear in the bottom left-hand corner of your
Oh,
screen.
hi, Bear.
Oh, Bear is on High Tide tonight against Malfi, one of the regulars here, rockin' Stoneblade. Tonight, this is our final round, Negative Rainbow. We did 3 matches total, with all of them being best of 3. So this is going to be our final round for tonight. So hopefully you've been enjoying it so much. Of course, we always stream our finals of Saturday weekly challenges, and our invitational is coming up in August, which will be a fully streamed event. It's 8 or 7 rounds, if I remember correctly. It's a top 16. If you check out exclamation point invitational.
Yep, that's August 7th, and it is going to be.
A lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's our favorite event of the weekend. No, the weekend of the season.
Oh.
This is playing for a playset of our new beautiful crop rotation tokens. Speaking about playing crop rotation, this is done by our local our staff artist, at Sciartista on Instagram, and it's some beautiful work. And if you like her work, you can see some of the work behind me. Some great stuff. Give her a
Yeah.
follow.
If you type an exclamation point art, I believe, into the chat. Yeah, we'll have the Instagram link right there. And then I did have to make an edit to Nightbot because Nightbot's a little out of date on that one. It is in August for the invitation, I promise.
Yeah,
It's not
the
May.
foil tokens.
I promise it's not May.
It's some hot stuff. Like, I love these tokens, and I don't play a crop rotation deck. I need to play a crop rotation deck now, and yeah, they're gorgeous.
It is
So
a ton of fun.
yeah, so go ahead and give her a follow on Instagram. She loves to do some awesome art, and yeah, if you like some of the stuff, yeah, all these behind are the some of the art that she's done, including our brainstorm and dark ritual tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So players are starting out, and I do believe Bear is on the play. Yep, Bear is on the
Bears on the
play.
play. Both
So
players kept 7. We're ready to rock and roll.
okay, so
Using
we
the
always gotta
gambling
point this.
dice out here.
So we always got to point this out, but as you can clearly see, Bear's nails are the superior nails, and I think in almost
Bear's
every
nails
case.
are almost always on point. Ever so
Yes,
lovely.
yes,
Almost
and
always.
also Bear, the local Chad of the Discord, is matching with the Eureka playmat, which difficult card, difficult deck to play. Have you ever played High Tide? It's one of those decks that, like, I think everybody should have the chance to play in their life, especially since it doesn't require Candelabra of Tawnos.
I'm actually really
But
excited to see this deck because Bear has a really cool altered set of high tides. I'm hoping
yes.
we'll see them. I'm hoping we'll see them.
Oh, no. Native Rainbow, Bear knows this deck.
Yeah,
Bear knows
the
this deck.
alters are done by Feline Longmore,
Yes, the actual High
who is
Tide
the High
Master.
Tide Master. A lot of people know them as the High Tide Master. Was on SCG tours for a long, long time. So
Oh,
everyone is familiar.
she was insane. Hey, just absolutely murdering. If you were on the SCG tour and
Yeah,
if you're playing
Feline
Legacy,
Feline themselves did the alters for Bear's deck. Yes. So if
yeah.
we get to see the High Tides, it'll be sick. If we get to see them.
The High Tide. Okay. So this is what I was gonna say.
Oh,
But
Ragavan
when we're
already.
talking about this, High Tide is one of those decks that immediately loses to Ragavan because, like combo decks, they don't have an answer. They just don't have an answer to a turn one Ragavan, and this Ragavan might just run over the entire game.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but do we have any new cards to this High Tide list?
I don't know. That's a good question. So if y'all would look at the screen on the left and the right, you'll be able to click on the deck list provided by Cardboard Live, or if you're on mobile in the Twitch app, you can click the button below with the little speaker icon person, and it will show you the deck list if you click on those. And looking at this deck list, nothing new, just the age-old High Tide list. I mean,
It's at least not
newest thing is Shark Typhoon, I think. out of the
That's a
sideboard.
Shark Typhoon?
2 Shark Typhoon in the sideboard.
I mean, it's a way to win. Yeah, the
That's the newest
turnabouts.
card. There's an enchant world in here. It's Teferi's Realm.
Oh yeah, so Teferi's Realm is the so we'll talk about this in
That's
the
fine.
sideboard tag because Teferi's Realm is some tech that I have played against before, actually in paper at an event, and it did scare the ever living crap out of me. The card is really good, but it requires some play around and some stuff like that because there is really weird play patterns with this deck.
Malfi's list is very interesting. Malfi is playing Murktide and 4 Ragavan. This is going to be an interesting matchup, I will say the
Yeah.
least.
And this is it's one of those things we see this Ragavan connecting, exiling the turnabout, which feels really bad because that's an important combo card in the deck.
We're going to see the Retrofoil Tarn. Yeah, Delverless Delver.
Yeah, this is basically. I mean, it's a Delver Blade deck, if you will. I mean, it's a Stoneblade deck, so Stoneblade just runs the effective creature pattern that can be, you know, get around threats and stuff like that.
Where are my altered high tides? I want to see them. Come on, Bear. Don't let us down. We need to see those cool high tides. Where are they?
Yeah. And honestly, Bear can go off pretty early, but High Tide is a deck that really wants about 4 mana on the board because you have the 1 mana to actually cast the High Tide, and then the other 2 to 3 to either do the Turnabout or the Time Spiral, which is the other super important card of this deck.
Well, I'm happy that Malfi introduced you from the Blade Discord. We love having new people. We always love having new members. It's a ton of fun here. People are always playing all the time. Our chat channels are always popping with looking for games. And then, of course, we have our weeklies every Saturday. Every other Sunday, if you're on the European time zone. And if you're on the APAC time zone, we have a dedicated event for y'all. North Americans can play in it, but it's not really great for your time zone. Just gonna tell you that, unless you feel like waking up at like 4 a.m. or something like that. If that's
You
your fancy,
say that, Cliff
if
and
that's
Dan
your
do that
fancy,
all the time.
if that's
Those
your
mad
fancy,
lads, those mad lads coming in there like nothing all the time, just killing it with Dredge. So if you're coming to the European event, pack your ley lines.
Oh, we're gonna see the Force of Will. We're gonna see the Altered Force of Will by Feline. I love these things.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. These are another altar.
Thank you,
by
Rainbow.
Feline.
That is the best compliment we can get in terms of things. We do this for y'all. We do this for y'all. That's the whole point of this server. We want to make sure Legacy stays alive in any shape or form. And, proxies are what's keeping us alive, having a good community. Everyone's just here to have a good time and playing some fun. And Brainstorm is not what you want to see off the top. That sounds horrible. Why?
Oof, that feels so bad. See, this is why I was gonna say this turn 1 Ragavan game is almost over as soon as we see that. I mean, you just get a free Brainstorm on this turn. You're already ahead on mana. It's so good.
Where's the painter? Prez, get on the camera right now.
Yeah. So, Prez local. Fringe. I'm certain you've played against him. Yeah, but for those who don't know, Prez is another one of our big time players.
The Strawberry Shortcake Master.
Yeah, dude loves it. Has the actual artwork of Painter framed behind him. So
the invocation or the
masterpiece artwork.
Masterpiece invention artwork. Yeah,
the masterpiece invention artwork. And if I to be so bold, I will say it is actually the most beautiful. Because those colors are vibrant, it fits so well into the steampunk world. This seems like something that would actually be in Kaladesh, and
100%.
Yeah.
Yo, Fringe is the other Painter player. Right.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fringe. We were just so used to Prez and the Strawberry Shortcake fun, and Prez just wrecking it with the Guru Mountains on it. Just loves that list to death. Painter is a lot of fun. Shortcake is a lot of fun.
Okay, so
still playable even after top.
What's the best invention then?
Oh, best invention. I'm partial for the
invention.
I'm partial for Aether Vial just because I'm a sucker for it. But I actually
Aether Vial looks good.
I own an engineered explosives invention, and it's really cool. I actually like that a lot.
Okay, Cutting Wish. Is this an end of turn Cutting Wish?
I would hope so. I would really hope.
Yep, fetches go. Yep, looks like it's an end of turn Cutting Wish. This is definitely going to fetch one of the.
Welder Top was very cool.
Tide.
I'm sure Prez, if Prez was here tonight, he would be loving this conversation.
It's either fetching a turnabout.
We're gonna have a forcible battle here with the Delver. With the forcible battle with the
Oh.
Days. There is no Delver in this list, I promise y'all.
Okay, so this is important because of the fact that this is showing comprehension in the matchup. You knowing what's the important card. This is something I've learned after playing so many years against somebody that plays Sneak and Show, the Cunning Wish version. You almost always have to fight on the axis of the Cunning Wish,
Oh,
because then otherwise,
time fire!
that's a hit.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. Because oftentimes what they could do is they can find even the protection card like a fluster storm or a force indication or something like that that can help protect their combo when they're going off, not always a combo piece. It's not like when it's playing test or something like that where it's me finding an actual like combo engine card.
Oh yeah, 100%. You really just have to exile that Cutting Wish because you know whatever it's getting is bad. It's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
bad for you.
exactly. And yeah, we're seeing just this advantage that Malfi has gotten every single hit with the Ragavan. It's just massive.
We're gonna
Even
bounce
now,
nothing and draw a card.
even now with the three fairy out. And honestly, for those that remember the old SCG tour days, I mean, this is what Feline would do. Just sit there, take the beats, Okay, okay, draw a card. Okay, maybe test the waters with one card. Okay, get a forceful here. Okay, you're dead. And this is entirely what Bear can do. It's one of those things that High Tide does have this critical mass moment that
Let me see
the
a
as
high
long as
tide
the
bear. Come
engine
on.
pieces of lands are on the board, High Tide can win.
We're gonna predict. Okay. What are we predicting? Myself or them? That's always the hard part.
Yeah. I
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
We
okay.
predict the Fluster Storm. We
Do
named
we
Island.
name
We named Island.
named island? So we only get to draw one.
Only draw one. It's not the greatest. Matching
Oh yeah.
Islands, though. I do like it. Chaotic Bear is a well-known collector
Those
of basic lands. Has almost every basic
uh
land from the game, except for Summerlands, I think, at this point.
what islands are those? I know those islands, but those are high end islands.
Yeah, I think they're an APAC island. I think they're an APAC island.
I think you're APAC. Chat, help us out here. Can we get
Chad,
some
who's an island expert? Who's a basic island expert? Pull up the numbers. Give me that Scryfall listing, chat. Come on. One of us, our collective brain knowledge, will know what those islands are. But I believe they're APAC, one of the variants. Because the European ones are Venice and another place. Oh, we're gonna see the Murktide.
Okay. So Murktide being a very effective beater here, but I don't think there's many instant sorceries. Okay, so we're gonna get
We got
three.
them.
It seems
We're getting somewhere.
you made a 6/6.
Yeah, Negative Rainbow, let us know what the APAC islands are, and they might be it. I think it is. I want to say it's like
Uh
off the coast of China or something, or maybe it's like the Philippines. I feel like that's
we
what the APEC island was.
Oh no, those are
Arena
Island.
1996 islands. Ooh.
96. Oof.
We
Ooh.
were close in
Okay.
era, but we were not close ever.
Yeah, no. We
in,
were close in era.
in the era they were printed. Going down to 8.
So to have, 6 arena lands just chilling, respect.
Big
Bear,
respect.
you win
Bit
the basic
expensive.
island. Yeah. Let's be real here. Bear is always going to win 2 games in a game of Magic. The nail game and the basic land game. That's always going to happen. Oh, okay, we are going. Okay.
Did you know
Bear,
it's like a sea dragon on there? Did you know?
it is a sea dragon.
Like there's like a sea dragon on the island. I did not know
Yeah.
that. It's like a blue little sea dragon.
Okay, we are casting High
Oh, there's
Tide.
the high
Look at
tides.
those
Look at the
beautiful High Tides.
gorgeous high tides. Look at those.
Just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so every island now taps for double, including Malfi's. Floating, hang, it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8.
We're gonna float on the Guru.
2,
Yeah,
4.
let's go.
Oh, and just casual Guru. So Bolt,
Down to 5. Okay.
down to
Do we have
5.
another bolt or what else are we doing here?
No, don't even have the mana for it.
Okay.
And we're in. Okay. And High Tide go brr. Okay. Okay, how many, all right, chat, how many loops are we going around? I'm gonna say we're gonna go 3 loops. We're
Yeah,
gonna go 3 loops.
the Pokemon card is telling you what the storm count is right now. Always relevant. We're at Storm 3 and we're floating 4 mana on top of a Guru Basic.
Yeah, that's it. By the way, that's a casual Guru basic
Yeah, oh
island.
yeah. Bear
So,
just has it on sleeve for whatever reason, just laying around.
Bear's just like casually in a just an inner
The
sleeve, just like
casual
okay, yeah,
flex.
just like oh, I'll just use this basic island I have chilling here. Yeah, okay, we get it, Bear. We get it.
The casual flex. We're going up 4 because we're going to high tide again.
Oh, okay. There's the other high tide. So we've seen it looks like the summer, and now we've seen the winter high tide. Oh, it's so gorgeous.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's different tides. It's different
Okay.
tide levels. For those who don't know and have never seen Bear's high tide deck, every tide is different levels of tide. Yeah, there must be a clear sleeve on it. We're going to see the original merchant scroll. I do love these high tides, I will say, because it's different variants of high tides at different time of tide.
Yep.
Bear did explain it once. It is really cool.
Oh, it is so gorgeous, and honestly, one of the nicest altars I've seen. I mean, we've seen some pretty nice altars today, but those high tides, like especially crafted by somebody that knows and loves the deck, like
every island taps for 4. It's time to go.
Basic lands go burr.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Malfi really has anything to do here, really. I mean,
yeah, no. This is Malfi hopes to be spun into a Force of Will and to have that one Force of Will matter.
Yep. Not really relevant per se. I mean, main deck there isn't anything because we're just gonna Cunning Wish into it. That's the plan. So he's praying to see another Cunning Wish and then forcing it.
Okay, so
we can't interact because we have a Teferi. So we literally can't interact.
Yeah, exactly. So, looking at this list,
we're up to 7 Storm. For those just tuning in, we're on 7 Storm for High Tide. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna force it. Seems simple enough.
Okay, so we did get spun into a force.
So we're gonna cast another one, I imagine. Oh, we're not gonna cast another one because we can't.
Oh,
and that's game. Ugh.
Yeah, the 3 fairy. Wow.
Did his job.
3 fairy locked up the game because of the fact that it shut down the force magic. Oh my gosh.
Just look at that. It's so brutal.
3 fairy won the game there. Okay, brutal. Yeah. So round 1 going to Malfi. Yeah, that turn 1 monkey.
Turn one monkey. Too good.
Turn 1.
From Baron's side, we're looking at a Wishboard package, so we gotta really like trim this down. So it's a Pact of Negation, a Turnabout, 1 Force of Negation, 1 Echoing Truth, 1 Brain Freeze, 1 Blue Sun Zenith, 1 Horkill's Reclaw, 1 Snap, 1 Surgical Extraction, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Teferi's Realm, and 2 Shark Typhoon. What do you like?
Okay, so assuming we have to leave the instance in there for the Cunning Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think I just like the 2 Shark Typhoons. Honestly, you just need an answer to a monkey. And even like if your opponent goes turn 1 monkey and 2 turns, 3 turns down the line, you finally cycle enough into a shark that can kill it, that's good enough for me. Because in this matchup, that monkey is just going to completely dominate this game. It's going to steal your cantrips on top of your library. It's going to steal your combo pieces. It's going to completely permanently exile them. And then you're going to be left behind because your opponent's going to bury you in mana and card advantage. I think this monkey is going to just completely end the game.
You don't want Teferi's World to come in? You don't want Enchant World to happen? Seems like a fun time.
So Teferi's World is what you bring in the case of what's it called? Artifacts that you know are going to be hateful. So this is what I wanted to talk about is the reason why you bring this in is because at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player chooses artifact creatures, lands, or global enchantments. All cards of that type phase out. They just be treated as they don't exist. So if your opponent is trying to just slam like Chalice of the Void, Trinisphere, any other hard like Sphere Resistance, any sort of hard lock pieces like that, you just go until you can cast, for 4, 5, or 6 mana, and then you play this, go to your next upkeep and say, cool, artifacts. All artifacts just phase out. They don't exist, and you win in that single turn.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. It's one of those fun cards, but I do like seeing enchant worlds. You don't get to see them often. They're a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
fun.
it's the only enchant world I think that's playable in Legacy.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I don't think there's any other enchant world. Abyss,
The Abyss, yeah,
the
true. The
Abyss,
Abyss.
right?
The Abyss, I do believe Chains is an artifact, right? I think Chains is an artifact.
Chains
I
is another void is an enchant world as well.
okay.
I think there's only like
So
10 enchant worlds in total, right? Something like that.
uh I think so. Chains of Mephistopheles is just an enchantment. It is not a world enchantment.
People are saying there's a ban tomorrow. Ooh, I mean, if Legacy got hit, I would hope for a frantic search on ban. Give me frantic search. It seems safe as hell.
Oh, no, don't.
Give me
No.
frantic search. I just want to see High Tide come back. Give me frantic search.
Okay. Okay. So if we want to talk about something that would be a good unban for Legacy, that would be a healthy for the format, that
If you
would
say
also like
Earthcraft, if you say Earthcraft, I swear.
it's the safest fucking thing.
Give
I'm
me
just gonna
frantic
say it.
search. Give me frantic search.
It's just the safest thing because you can't ban like literally most of the things on there because most of those things are also restricted in Vintage, like not DT or anything like that. I could honestly see Survival being a ban though. There it gets to the point that Survival decks would the best version of Survival back in the Survival deck days were the fair mid-range list versions, just using it as just an effective way to find effective creatures and fill your graveyard, stuff like that. The Vengevines and Root Wallet decks did exist, but they weren't as effective. They could be more easily disrupted. So I really think if you unban Survival, it'd be more an effective
Survival's still
card
bad.
for fair mid range.
Actually, no. I changed my opinion. Unbanned Goblin Recruiter. I just
Oh
want to see
my
the world
god,
burn. I just want to see the world burn. Give me Goblin Recruiter. Just
no,
give me Goblin Recruiter. I
no.
want to see how many times people just have a mental breakdown over that stupid card.
Yeah, but when the argument of ban comes up, though, I don't think we're like in deep enough to look to see if there's a ban. Like, look back in the day, the Dreadhorde Arcanist, the what's it called? The crap, uh, Breach, Underworld Breach. The Underworld Breach, the Dreadhorde Arcanist, the Ren and Six, the Oko.
Give
I
me
mean, Oko
Twin.
should have gone on for as long as it did. It should not have gone on for as long as it did. But to see like the ones that got banned when they did, like I think giving it some time because Legacy can adjust. Give me Twin in Modern. That's never gonna happen. They just don't want to let the meme live.
No. Unbanning Twin will be fun. Although I will say after the stream, y'all, if you want to stay, we're gonna raid I believe this is Anurag's channel. I want to say we're gonna raid
Oh,
another
okay.
Legacy streamer. So that is the plan after this final match. I don't know how fast we'll be going through this though. All depends.
Yeah, so we didn't really talk about Monkey Blade sideboards here, but we got one Brazen Borrower, two Containment Priest, one Aetherstorm Canist, which is coming in, two Force of Negation, which is coming in, one Hull Breacher, which is coming in, and then one Pyroblast, which is coming in, one Red Elemental Blast, which is coming in. And then if you, I don't like bringing the Surgical Distraction, but if you really wanted to, you could do.
Agreed. There's so many things that you could do. It's just really debatable what you actually want to do.
Yeah. And Native Rainbow, that's because they stopped really supporting Legacy during that time. Oh, okay. So we got three fairy. We got three fairy.
Already?
I
Not
think we gotta
again.
force a will this. I think we gotta force a will this
It
now.
has to be.
Oh,
It has to
damn!
be.
It resolves.
This is such a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not good. So Bear just doesn't have anything to pressure this Planeswalker with. And if you don't have anything to pressure the Planeswalker with, it's just gonna be able to do its thing.
Yeah, we're gonna raid Anurag after this. That's the plan. Anurag is playing a Legacy. Something in Legacy. He's playing Legacy Moto. So we'll go to his stream after this if y'all want to stay.
Yeah, we don't. We
Give him
need to
some
get
love.
like a Shark Typhoon or You know
Ooh,
what I wouldn't hate in the sideboard of High Tide would just be a two of Hole Breacher.
ooh, that'd be fun.
And just go for like the Hole Breacher Tide Sprawl line. Or just be able to just flash it in and be able to pressure a Planeswalker.
Yeah,
Like, I really think at this point that you really need to be able to fight on Three Fairy, because Three Fairy just shuts off so much of your deck.
so much, so much. And they are having a modern chat in the text chat right now. But holy God, yes. If y'all didn't play modern when Deathrite was legal, you missed out on some wild times.
Um, uh,
Wild.
I will never go back to Modern until they unban Birthing Pod.
Pod was funny too.
Rest in peace, Malira Pod.
Pod decks were funny, but they were busted.
Okay, I'm gonna go Infinite Life and then also Infinite Kill You. Get fucked.
Yeah, Ethereal Forger would be fun in High Tide, value wise.
Oh, yeah. I don't mind Ethereal
I don't
Forager.
hate it.
There, yeah. But I really just think the fact that Hull Breacher, it's just a flash threat. It interacts with your like wheel effects. Like it's something that I would actually think that could be positively played and positively played effectively.
I do wonder what Barry's outs are here. I mean, Teferi being resolved just doesn't seem good at all.
Looks like did Malfi have to discard a hand
I
size?
believe so. We're casting for 3 just a Cunning Wish.
Yeah, you're pitching for days.
I mean, we must have
Pitching
gas in
days.
hand. We must have gas in hand.
There's nothing but gas in hand.
It must all be just like counters. That's all I imagine this hand is, just counters. Nothing but counters. Oh, we're gonna Ragavan into a dash. Can't respond. Classic. Get a fetch. Pretty good. Could be better. Could be worse. I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about it that way. This is gonna be a quick one. I have a bad feeling about this one.
Yeah. So, but the thing is,
Cunning
there's
Wish
no threat
again?
on the board.
Can I wish again?
Okay.
You knew it was coming. Oh, that's actually exiled. That's relevant. That
Yep.
is relevant. I'm sure Bear will
Yep.
exile. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Like I was saying, it's got to be a stacked hand. It's just got to be a hand
It's just
filled with counter
forces.
spells.
That's all it is. We have one more Cutting Wish in the deck. One more.
Yeah, but there's no threat on the board. Okay.
Doesn't matter. Just keep dashing Ragavan.
There it is. Oh,
That's
there's your
relevant.
protection.
I mean,
That
it
Ragavan,
just keeps bouncing the hand. It'll be fine.
the sneaky little monkey. Sneaky little monkey gonna just steal your fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. Murktide. Here we go.
Okay, so this is actually a serious clock. Like the Murktide here is a 6/6.
Oh, yeah.
It was cast off the treasure token. So once
Relevant.
again, the mana advantage given by the monkey is huge, and then it's back in hand.
Just absolutely brutal. You have to hope that Malfi just has no more counter spells.
Yeah, you're pretty much just on, hopefully no more counter spells or bust.
Yeah.
But 4 cards in hand. 4 cards in hand is still really solid for a high tide player.
Just pray it's not a fluster or anything else. I mean, just pray.
So True Name Nemesis is on a upswing negative rainbow.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
so much True Name Nemesis around because people aren't playing as much Plague Engineer for some reason.
Yeah, people aren't
know
playing
why.
Plague Engineer. Most lists have cut Council's Judgment. So Trinity just gets in. It just never goes away. It's great.
Yeah. And also it gets around Prismatic Ending, which is the most popular removal spell in the format right now. So
I'm going to be really sad
I don't hate
if
it.
Bear casts this right now and he just gets dazed. Oh, thank God. Whew.
Okay. So Bear recognizing that at least one more turn worth of damage can happen.
Yes, but True Name also gets around a Prismatic Ending as well.
Yeah, it does. and
It doesn't
it
hit
kind
as hard, but it will always hit.
so if you're running True Name Nemesis, I think you're going to be running equipment.
Yeah.
Because True Name Nemesis is best when you have Sword of Fire and Ice, Umezawa's Jitte, stuff like that.
Give me my Cauldron
Uh,
Complete. My Cauldron Complete, my Batter Skull,
Cauldron
and my GT.
complete, but I mean that's a massive amount of mana and stuff like that. But I do believe, oh, son of that evil little monkey bastard.
Stealing the high tides.
Oh, and wait, was that set up with the preordain?
I hope not. I would cry every time.
Yeah, okay, so if you're on Delver Blade, then I do like True Name
Yeah,
Nemesis.
Delver Blade is
Because
a little bit more low to the ground, not wanting the Murktide
yeah,
plan.
exactly. You're gonna be dazing and stuff like that. I also really like the fact that in Delver Blade you are still gonna be running Jit. I don't think you're really gonna be on Cauldra. But I mean, I could see it.
I can see it as well. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Are
Yeah,
we just passing back?
I think we're just passing back.
This isn't good.
I think Bear's trying to figure out how to not die here because Bear's at 7 right now.
Yeah, down to 7 already. Just unreal. I think we're going. I think we're going. High tide
Okay,
number
I
1.
think we're going for it. And this is Summertide, right?
Yes,
Looks
I
like the
believe so.
tide's out. Looks like the tide's out.
The summer tide, yes. I believe so.
Okay.
All Malphite has to do is counter the Cunning Wish, and this is over.
Just has to counter
Unless
Cunning
Bear
Wish.
had actually brought in one of the kills.
Uh, maybe even a bounce spell?
We're doing turnabout, right? This is
Turnabout,
turnabout? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, Delver Blade would want it more. I will say Delver Blade would want it more.
Echoing Truth. Oh, okay. So we're seeing Force Pitch Days.
Yep. I think we're dead here.
How much mana do we have floating? We have 4 mana floating? No, like there's still plenty of mana to go.
4 mana floating, yeah. I mean, we could go somewhere with it. I'm not sure where we're going yet. I did forget that we had 4 mana. Could we go for another turnabout, you think?
Either another turnabout or
I wonder. I wonder what the cards in hand are, too, at this point. I mean, it's just the smallest
no,
measures.
Time Sprawl doesn't work.
Yeah, I think time spell is 5, right?
6.
6, yeah. 2 off. This is rough.
Shark Typhoon.
Just to have a blocker.
Playing around days as well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of high tide variants have gotten off the Candelabra plan. It is interesting to note that.
Yeah, I agree. It's one of those things that Candelabra did have its, good, effective, busted draws.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what the cut was for that, if I remember last time I was talking, I think going to the Cunning Wish package.
Yep.
I think that's why they cut it. I don't remember. No, they've always played Cunning Wish.
I think the Candelabra is just the variant. Like, there's 2 variants of the high tide, one without and one with.
No, I don't even think there's the Candelabra variant that's it's played anymore. I've only ever seen the variant that Bear's playing. I've seen Reset Tide once on here.
That's game, I'm pretty sure, right?
That's game unless Bear has an answer. And I mean, there's no answer because 3 fairy.
I think that's a full 8 points of damage.
Yep. So we got Flusterstorm, Cunning Wish. Yeah. Yep. And there was the extra Force plus blue card. So yep, that's it. Hey, the monkey just does so well against these like these blue based combo decks. Like that they don't have the interaction. You land a turn 1 monkey versus High Tide Storm or even a lot of times Seek and Show, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, Teferi was really the all-star there. Three
Yeah,
drop hurt. Oh.
Time Raveler ended both games almost immediately because of the fact that it just shut down all the blue counter magic in High Tide. Yeah,
Well,
that was
that's going to be
harsh.
it from us. Then we had wonderful 3 rounds. Thank you all for sticking around, and to our lovely players, Malfi, Bear, Astrid, Paladin, Lemon,
And
and
Hovercraft.
Hovercraft. Thank you for the forgetting. Thank you all for playing tonight. If you want to stick around, we're going to raid Anurag Das on their Twitch channel. And if you want to be a part of that raid, we'll be hitting it off right about now. If you want
Thank
to
you
join that
for
raid, go
Thank you
for
for
it.
all that followed, subbed, and also joined the Discord tonight. We really appreciate you being here, and thank you for helping keep Eternal Magic together. And let us be your local meta.
Yeah,
Let us
as
be the
always.
place you come to jam your fun cards.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night.